Hey everybody, I wanted to make a quick little video here with my kitty about an insight that came to me. And it's basically this idea that a lot of us are attached to these specific triggers, trauma responses, emotional reactions, insecurities, whatever it is that gets triggered, and we're like attached to healing it, right? We're like trying to, we're thinking like this needs to go, this needs to be resolved. We're going to sessions, we're, doing all the things, maybe it's hypnosis, whatever it is. And we think that like it's better, but then it gets triggered again a little bit later. And it's just that stubborn, persistent thing that we are trying to resolve, for so long. A lot of times it's like a life theme kind of thing. Maybe it comes from childhood, family wounds, whatever it is. It's that persistent pattern. And it's like when it comes to resolving it, it's all in the mindset, right? Because if you're focusing on it, then you're just adding more energy to it. If you're trying to resolve it, then you're going to forever be trying to resolve it. Like it's never going to be resolved because like when you're trying to resolve it, if that makes sense. And so really the key is to shift out of the mindset of like this needs to be gone. And like if you really pay attention and reflect, you'll see that it's preventing you from doing a certain something, right? Maybe those insecurities are keeping you from really stepping into your passion. Maybe they're keeping you from maintaining a healthy relationship or attracting a healthy partner in a relationship in your life. Or, whatever it is, it's like it's keeping you from taking action towards something specific in your life, right? It's kind of blocking you from that. And so a lot of times we hold ourselves back because we think, okay, I need to resolve this, I need to clear this in order for me to do this thing, right? And I think the biggest one is following our passion. A lot of people are stuck in a job and it's not their ultimate passion, but there's all sorts of things like you need the financial income, but ultimately it all comes down to like fear of taking action, right? Like we think logically it's because of this and that, or we need to be more ready within ourselves before we can take action. Maybe it's the fear of visibility, the vulnerability, whatever it is. Like we think we need to be all prepared before we do it, right? But that mindset is only holding you back, and you're never going to be ready. There's never a perfect time. And the key is to start taking action in that direction. Start moving forward. Start creating what you want to create. And don't let the insecurities hold you back, right? Like don't wait to resolve them. Don't try to resolve them in order to take action. Start taking action. And because you start to shift your life physically towards that direction, and step by step, like the tiniest little baby steps, but little baby step by baby step, taking those actions. And then eventually it'll no longer be relevant for those insecurities and triggers to be there, right? Eventually it'll come to a point where my guy's on my computer. Eventually it'll come to a point where it's no longer relevant for those triggers to be there, and you'll be able to resolve them, not because you try to resolve them or you try to find someone to do sessions for you to finally shift it. It's not because you tried to, but because it no longer was relevant for the place in life where you were. And then you don't need to go and seek out how to resolve it. Something will show up to your front doorstep, like an opportunity will show up. It'll effortlessly just shift and resolve in the right time, because you are already in the mindset and practice of holding space for whatever's coming up in the moment, implementing those tools and that lifestyle of, how to handle things as they come up emotionally, like handle them effectively, to hold space for them so they can be processed. But not because you were trying to resolve that one thing, that insecurity, that unworthiness, like, no, because you shaped your life around in a direction where that was no longer relevant. It was no longer necessary for you to hold on to those insecurities. So they come up, they shift, resolve, in order for you to continue on the path that you're already on. So it's all about taking action first. Don't wait for the right time. There's no perfect time. Take those actions, and what needs to shift and resolve will, in order to support you to continue on that path.